No one. The Netherlands, the land of windmills. The Netherlands is a country located in northwestern Europe with an area of about 41,500 square kilometers, just slightly larger than the state of Maryland in the United States. The name of this country often confuses many people because it is unclear whether to call it Holland or Netherlands. In fact, Holland only refers to the two provinces of North Holland and South Holland, while Netherlands is the correct term preferred by the locals when referring to the entire country. It is no coincidence that the name of the Netherlands, when translated from English, means lowland. This is the country with the lowest terrain in Europe, with 1/4 of its area lying below sea level, and half of the country being less than 1 meter above sea level. The highest point in the Netherlands is Valserberg at 322.7 meters, which is even lower than the lowest point of Liechtenstein at 430 meters. As of now, the population of the Netherlands is estimated at about 18 million people. Excluding microstates such as Monaco, Vatican, the Netherlands is the country with the highest population density in Europe, with about 520 people per km². Interestingly, the Netherlands has a relatively high proportion of foreigners, accounting for about 26% of the population. In particular, the Dutch are famous for their impressive height. The average man is 1.82 meters tall, while the average woman is 1.7 meters tall, ranking first and second in the world respectively. Is it because most of the territory lies below sea level that they need the height to breathe? Scientific studies have shown that over the past 200 years, Dutch men have increased their average height by up to 20 centimeters. Researchers believe that this is not only due to genetics but also due to factors such as prosperity, a good healthcare system, and high milk consumption. In terms of language, the Netherlands has two official languages, Dutch and Frisian. However, what impresses visitors is that 90% of the population can speak English, making this country known as the place with the highest rate of English proficiency in the world. Beyond that, more than half of the population is also fluent in German, allowing the Dutch to easily communicate in at least 3 languages. Are you impressed with the language skills of the Dutch? Leave a comment with the number 1 if you also want to learn a new language. Number 2. The country that imports prisoners. If you ever have the chance to be invited to a birthday party in the Netherlands, you will notice something very special that few other countries have. Not only is the person celebrating the birthday the center of attention for congratulations, but their entire family will also receive good wishes from the guests. This is a very distinctive cultural trait that reflects the Dutch sense of family bonding. Even so, you only need to prepare a gift for the main person, and it is best to choose simple gifts like fresh flowers, wine, books, or handicrafts to avoid unnecessary awkwardness. Another thing that visitors should note when coming to the Netherlands is the punctuality of the people here. They are famously strict about time, even paying attention to each minute. For example, if you are invited for dinner at 7:10 p.m., it means they expect you to arrive 5 to 10 minutes early, or at least be there right on time. Being late, even by just 1 minute, can be seen as disrespectful and unreliable in the eyes of the Dutch. Besides their precision with time, the Netherlands is also associated with an interesting story about carrots. Few people know that carrots were not originally orange as we see them today. In the 17th century, the Dutch used breeding techniques to turn carrots orange to honor William of Orange, the king who helped them gain independence from Spain. Since then, orange has not only become the color of carrots, but also the symbolic color of the royal family and the Netherlands. While countries like Brazil, Mexico, and Venezuela are still struggling with issues related to crime, the Netherlands even has to import prisoners. The rate of prisoners here is only about 60 per 100,000 inhabitants, 10 times lower than in the United States. As a result, over the past 20 years, they have closed more than 23 prisons, which has unintentionally left over 6,000 prison staff unemployed. To maintain jobs for these people, the Netherlands imports nearly 300 prisoners each year from countries such as Norway and Denmark, a reality that probably only happens in the land of windmills. Number 3. Dutch women, beautiful and freedom-loving. Dutch women always leave a strong impression on visitors thanks to the natural beauty typical of Western Europe. They stand out with healthy, rosy white skin, shimmering platinum blonde hair, impressive height, and a well-proportioned figure. Interestingly, despite their attractive appearance, Dutch women are not particularly enthusiastic about international beauty contests because their society places greater value on intelligence and character than on looks. Not only beautiful, Dutch women also earn admiration for their intelligence and independence. According to Eurostat data, they lead the European Union in the proportion of young people with a university degree, at around 70%. In the economy, nearly one-third of management positions in the Netherlands are held by women, clearly reflecting their important role. Dutch women are not only financially independent, but also very confident in communication. About 20% of women in this country work in diplomatic missions, contributing to affirming the Netherlands' position on the international stage. Another interesting point is the perspective of Dutch women on love and marriage. For them, marriage is not the only destination. The Netherlands currently leads Europe in the rate of cohabitation, with about 50% of children born to cohabiting couples. Therefore, the cohabitation contract, Samenlevingscontract, contract, is widely recognized by law to protect property rights, financial obligations, and child custody rights of both parties. Dutch women value freedom, equality, and seek relationships based on respect and sharing rather than formal ties. Do you feel impressed by the lifestyle of Dutch women? Leave a comment with the number 3 if you think they are the ideal model for modern women. Number 4. The flower shop of the world. The Netherlands is known as the flower shop of the world. This title is no coincidence. The country currently produces up to 80% of the world's flower bulbs, and the flower industry contributes more than 5% to its GDP. The vast, colorful flower fields not only serve export purposes, but have also become popular tourist attractions. Every year, tens of thousands of people flock to the Netherlands to admire these vibrant flower fields. With the city of Haarlem being an ideal destination, famous for its open flower fields welcoming visitors and its unique flower parade. When talking about Dutch flowers, it is impossible not to mention the tulip, the flower that has become a symbol of the country. Few people know that tulips actually do not originate from the Netherlands, but from the mountain ranges of Central Asia, discovered and cultivated by the Ottoman Empire centuries before being introduced to the Netherlands in the 16th century. By the 1630s, the Netherlands experienced a tulip craze, with the price of a single bulb at times equivalent to the price of a house, prompting many farmers to rush into tulip cultivation. But that craze ended abruptly in 1637, leaving many people in poverty. Especially during the final winter of World War II, when famine struck, the Dutch had to use tulip bulbs as food to survive. Today, on the third Saturday of January each year, the Netherlands celebrates National Tulip Day, with free flower-picking activities and flower festivals that attract large numbers of visitors. Number 5. Unforgettable experiences in Amsterdam. Amsterdam has long been known as the Venice of the North, thanks to its impressive canal system with 165 waterways recognized by UNESCO. The city boasts more than 100 kilometers of interwoven canals, forming canal rings dating back to the 17th century. Herengracht, Prinsengracht, and Keizersgracht are 3 of the most famous canals that any visitor should explore at least once. For comparison, even Venice in Italy has only about 177 canals, with a total length of around 41 kilometers. Not only remarkable for its canal system, Amsterdam also amazes visitors with the highest density of museums in the world per square meter. This city is a paradise for culture and art lovers, with renowned museums such as the Van Gogh Museum, the Rijksmuseum, and the Stedelijk Museum. In addition, Amsterdam features unique museums like the Anne Frank House, the Torture Museum, the Sex Museum, and the Funeral Museum, creating a colorful picture of the city's history and culture. Another unmissable destination is the Bloemenmarkt floating flower market. This market dates back to 1862 and is also the only floating flower market in the world. Over the centuries, it has become one of the most famous flower markets in the Netherlands. Located along the single canal, the stalls are built on fixed barges, with greenhouses on top. As the world's largest grower and exporter of flowers, the Netherlands once built this floating market along the canal to facilitate the transport of flowers by water. Today, the market is still bustling and attracts not only traders but also tourists from all over the world. Have you ever visited the Dutch capital, Amsterdam? Leave a comment with the number 5 if you have experienced one of these things. Number 6. Must-visit tourist destinations in the Netherlands. The windmill village of Kinderdijk is a destination that anyone who loves the ancient beauty of the Netherlands cannot miss. Located in South Holland province, just about 15 kilometers east of Rotterdam, Kinderdijk is famous for its 19 nearly 300-year-old windmills built in 1740 to pump water into the river and prevent flooding for the lowlands. This is the place with the highest concentration of windmills in the Netherlands and has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1997. Here, you can admire the windmills still standing proudly amidst the peaceful countryside, stroll along winding trails, and let your soul drift with the sunset falling over the small wooden houses by the road. Delft City Hall is an equally impressive stop for those who want to immerse themselves in a picture of classic European architecture. Located on Markt Square in South Holland province, this city hall is a Renaissance masterpiece created by architect Hendrik de Keyser from the 14th to the 17th century. It is not only a venue for local weddings but also attracts tourists with its exquisite emerald green ceramics and the picturesque old town atmosphere. You can leisurely stroll through the spacious square, take a boat along canals like the Oude Delft, and shop for city hall-shaped souvenirs sold at any store here. Hoge Veluwe National Park will surely delight those who love wild nature. Covering an area of up to 50 square kilometers, it is one of the largest nature reserves in the Netherlands, located on the southeastern edge of the Veluwe region in Gelderland province. You will be immersed in vast primeval forests, endless plateaus, and towering golden sand dunes. The wildlife here is also incredibly diverse with red deer, bison, foxes, and wild boar. Don't forget to visit the Kröller-Müller Museum, right within the park, to admire the precious painting collection of the famous artist Vincent van Gogh. Number 7. A country that loves animals. One fact that surprises many visitors when they set foot in the Netherlands is that this country has no stray dogs or cats wandering the streets. This is not just a rumor, but has been officially confirmed by the Dutch government. The reason lies in the fact that pets here are well cared for in families, along with a strict legal system that protects animal rights. Anyone who deliberately abuses or mistreats pets will face fines of up to 18,000 USD or even a prison sentence of 3 years. Thanks to this, the sight of abandoned animals has almost disappeared from the streets of the land of Tulips. Beyond their love for pets, the Netherlands also impresses the world with its special care for wildlife. The country has more than 600 ecological infrastructure works that help animals move safely through areas divided by railways or highways. Among them, the most outstanding is the Natuurbrugzenderij Krelu, the longest wildlife overpass in the world, spanning a highway, railway, and sports complex. Each year, this bridge serves as a main corridor for about 5,000 wild boar, deer, and many other species, contributing to biodiversity conservation and reducing traffic accidents caused by animals crossing the road. Are you impressed by the Dutch friendliness towards animals? Leave a comment with the number 7 if you also agree with their laws. No 8. The Dutch and their exceptional creativity. The Dutch have long been renowned worldwide for their exceptional creativity, consistently ranking among the top 10 most innovative countries in the world. According to statistics, at Eindhoven University of Technology, a new invention is patented approximately every 20 minutes, showing that the spirit of innovation is deeply embedded in the DNA of this nation. The Netherlands is also the birthplace of countless great inventions that have transformed the workings of the modern world. One of the most remarkable contributions is that the Netherlands invented the world's first stock market. In 1602, Dutch lawmakers and entrepreneurs founded the stock market as a way to raise capital for the Dutch East India Company and its trade voyages. The Amsterdam Stock Exchange, also established that year, is considered the oldest modern stock exchange in the world. In addition, the Dutch were pioneers in developing fair trade certification, with the Max Havelaar label launched in the 1980s, helping to promote fairness in global commerce. It is impossible not to mention the impressive achievements of the Netherlands in the field of technology. In 1963, Philips created the cassette tape, ushering in a new era for audio devices. Nearly 2 decades later, Philips partnered with Sony to introduce the CD, replacing the cassette tape. When VHS technology needed replacing, Philips once again left its mark with the creation of the DVD in 1997, followed by the Blu-ray disc. Moreover, Philips helped popularize many household electronic devices, such as TVs and blenders, making them familiar items in the daily lives of millions of European families. No. 9. A pioneer in green transportation. The Netherlands is known as the paradise of bicycles and a model of green transportation admired by the whole world. With more than 23 million bicycles for a population of just about 17.5 million people, on average, each Dutch citizen owns more than one bicycle. Over 27% of all daily trips in the country are made by bike, a figure that many other nations can only dream of. To support this sustainable lifestyle, the Netherlands has built more than 35,000 kilometers of dedicated bike paths, along with modern bicycle parking facilities that can accommodate thousands of bikes in major cities like Amsterdam and Utrecht. Beyond that, the Netherlands is also a pioneer in gradually phasing out gasoline and diesel vehicles from urban areas. In many central zones, gasoline and diesel cars have begun to be restricted, replaced by electric cars and bicycles. Thanks to preferential tax policies for electric vehicles, Tesla sales in the Netherlands rose significantly from 8,600 cars in 2018 to 18,500 cars in 2019. The government has even established a dense network of electric charging stations, spaced about 50 meters apart in many residential areas, to encourage people to switch to clean vehicles. A prime example of the Netherlands' green transportation spirit is the town of Houten, where almost no one uses cars and daily travel activities are closely linked to bicycles. This is a symbol of the country's greater goal, to become a nation with zero-emission transportation by the middle of the 21st century. Number 10. An agricultural powerhouse. The Netherlands covers only about 41,500 square kilometers, yet it is the second largest agricultural exporter in the world, just behind the United States. Even more incredible is that this output is achieved on very limited farmland, thanks to the use of some of the most advanced agricultural technology on the planet. The Netherlands is famous for its vertical farms, modern greenhouses, sensor systems, artificial intelligence, and robots that help monitor temperature, humidity, and soil quality in real time. Key products such as fresh flowers, especially tulips, seed potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and various agricultural seeds, are exported to more than 150 countries. When it comes to flowers and ornamental plants alone, the Netherlands supplies up to 60% of Europe's total demand. What is truly impressive is that despite its high population density and scarce land, Dutch agriculture leads the world in productivity per square meter. Another distinctive point is the spirit of innovation. The Netherlands constantly develops drought-resistant crops that require minimal fertilizers, pesticides, and water. The government and businesses work closely together to build a model of carbon-neutral agriculture in the near future. The Netherlands truly proves that you don't need vast land to become an agricultural powerhouse. What you need is intelligence and technology. Number 11. The Licorice, addicted nation. The Dutch are famous for their special passion for licorice, to the point where the country has the highest per capita licorice consumption in the world. Each year, the Dutch consume about 32 million kilograms of licorice, equivalent to more than 2,000 grams per person. Although this is a flavor not everyone easily loves, in the Netherlands, licorice is always abundantly present on supermarket and candy store shelves. Besides being popular as a snack, licorice is also used by many, with the belief that it has anti-inflammatory properties and helps treat certain illnesses. However, experts warn that consuming too much licorice can lead to liver problems, cardiovascular issues, and high blood pressure. Therefore, if you have the chance to try it, you should also consider the quantity to protect your health. Another interesting fact about the Netherlands is that home birth remains more common than in many other developed countries. 1 in 8 babies in the Netherlands is born at home, one of the highest rates among developed nations. Although this rate has dropped significantly compared to the 1990s, when up to 35% of women chose home birth, today about 13% of births still take place at home. This decline partly reflects the increasing demand for pain relief methods that only hospitals can provide. Even so, home birth is still covered by health insurance, showing that it remains a culturally respected option in the land of windmills. Number 12. The most active people in Europe. The Netherlands currently ranks 6th on the list of the happiest countries in the world, according to the 2020 World Happiness Report. This result is based on various factors such as healthy life expectancy, freedom, trust in institutions, transparency in governance, and the level of social support. The Dutch are known to have strong social connections, and high trust in their communities, helping them outperform neighboring countries like Germany, ranked 17th, and Belgium, ranked 20th, in the global ranking. Not only happy, the Dutch are also famous for having one of the healthiest diets in the world. According to Oxfam's Food Index, the Netherlands tops the list of 125 countries in terms of access to plentiful, nutritious, safe, and affordable food. Although people here are also fond of some of the Netherlands' signature, less healthy snacks, it seems they are very good at eating plenty of vegetables. This makes perfect sense, as the Netherlands is the second largest exporter of vegetables in the world. Another special point is the active lifestyle of the people here. According to Eurobarometer, about 56% of the Dutch participate in sports activities weekly, higher than the European average of 40%. This achievement is thanks to ideal infrastructure for walking, cycling, and outdoor sports, making life in the Netherlands not only healthy, but also full of positive energy. Number 13. Famous delicacies of the Netherlands. Herring, also known as raw herring, is one of the most famous and indispensable dishes in Dutch street food. Fresh herring is lightly salted and served with fresh onions, pickles, or bread. The most traditional way to enjoy it is to hold the whole herring by the tail from the vendor's hand and bring it straight to your mouth without the need for a plate or cutlery. Herring is not only a popular snack but also appears at many festivals and special occasions, bringing the unforgettable fresh taste of the sea. If you are a sweet tooth, stroopwafel will definitely satisfy you. This crispy treat consists of two thin golden-baked wafers, with a fragrant caramel syrup filling in between. One of the typical ways the Dutch enjoy it is by placing the waffle on top of a cup of hot tea or coffee, letting the steam melt the caramel layer, creating an irresistible sweet flavor. Stroopwafel is easily found at street stalls or in supermarkets and is a snack that every visitor should try when visiting the Netherlands. Stamppot is the ideal choice for cold winter days in the land of windmills. This traditional dish is made from mashed potatoes mixed with vegetables such as cabbage, kale, or carrots, served with smoked sausage or salted pork. The rich, buttery taste of the potatoes combined with the distinctive aroma of the vegetables and the savory flavor of the smoked meat creates a dish that is both hearty and full of Dutch character. Number 14. Interesting festivals in the Netherlands. The Keukenhof Flower Festival is one of the most spectacular events in the Netherlands, taking place from the 20th of March to May 18 each year in the Licorice region, just outside the capital Amsterdam. Visiting this festival, guests will be overwhelmed by a giant garden with around 8 million vibrant flowers, attracting up to 800,000 visitors from all over the world. What makes it special is that each year, the festival is designed around a unique theme, with many exciting activities. It is also an opportunity for you to discover the proud stories of tulips told by the locals and admire not only tulips, but also countless other flowers such as camellias, daffodils, and hyacinths. If you love impressive experiences, the Domino Festival in the town of Leeuwarden in November each year will surely delight you. Here, you can witness over 5 million dominoes arranged into unique images, from portraits of famous figures like Elvis Presley, the Dalai Lama, and Martin Luther King, to artistic and creative geometric shapes. Each festival season, the scale of the event becomes more grand with the goal of setting new records as millions of dominoes topple in unison, creating a rare and breathtaking scene. Carnival, a vibrant costume festival, is held on the streets across the Netherlands every February. On this day, people wear colorful outfits, elaborate costumes, and parade through the streets together. The festival begins with the ceremonial handing over of the key to Emperor Momo, the figure who leads the dancers and parades. Following that, the lively sounds of drums and trumpets blend with the passionate samba dances, creating a festive atmosphere that any visitor would want to join. Number 15. Cost of living in the Netherlands. When you set foot in the Netherlands, the country famous for its windmills and vibrant tulip fields, one of the first things that might spark your curiosity is the cost of living in this beautiful nation. Depending on where you choose to stay, your financial experience will vary considerably. In major cities like Amsterdam or Rotterdam, the rent for a one-bedroom apartment typically ranges from $1,200 to $1,800 USD per month. If you opt for smaller, more peaceful cities like Groningen or Maastricht, the cost will be more affordable, starting from $700 to $1,000 USD per month. If you want to experience life like a local, cooking at home will help save a fair amount. On average, you will need about 300 to 400 USD per month for groceries from the supermarket. And if you enjoy dining out, a meal at a casual restaurant or fast food spot usually costs between 12 and 20 USD. This is a great opportunity to explore Dutch delicacies such as fresh herring, cheese-covered fries, or traditional crepes. Getting around the city is also very convenient thanks to the modern public transport system. For about 70 to 100 USD per month, you can enjoy unlimited travel on trams, buses, and trains within the city. Especially if you love cycling, the preferred mode of transport for the Dutch, your commuting costs will be much more economical. If you care about health and fitness, gym membership fees in the Netherlands range from 30 to 60 USD per month. Gyms here are often well-equipped, with a friendly atmosphere that makes it easy to make new friends. The total monthly living cost in the Netherlands usually falls between 1,500 and 2,800 USD depending on your lifestyle and choice of city. This is a fairly reasonable cost compared to the quality of life, education system, healthcare, and clean environment that the Netherlands offers. And those are 15 fascinating facts about the Netherlands. I hope these 15 facts have given you a fresh perspective on this interesting country. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventures. Which fact impressed you the most? Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. The information is for reference only, so please do your own research before making any decisions.